tune in to Kinda Smart.
Hello, and welcome to Kinda Smart with me, Abby, and we have a special guest, as we do every week, introducing Mr. Brandon L. We're not giving out his full info, okay? Brandon L.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you guys, he says. And he's here today. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. He has some interesting perspectives to share. So let's get into it. Brandon, how are we related? How do we know each other?
We know each other through our daughters. They both go to the same school and are in the same class.
Yep. So they're basically best friends at this point. They play at the park every day after school, and they have little play dates. They got best friend necklaces, so we have to be friends, right? There's play dates, or else that would suck. You know?
Yes, it would.
If I just had to sit there with someone I hated. All right, anyways, let's get into it. So, Brandon, you are my daughter's best friend's father. So you obviously have one daughter who's 6?
Who is 6, correct.
Okay, what about any others?
I also have a 4-year-old daughter, June, and a 16-year-old son, Tyler.
Awesome. Awesome. Which one's your favorite?
I'm supposed to say. If I had to, maybe Junie Bug.
Oh, yeah, she's the youngest. She's the sweetest, so that makes sense. No, I'm just kidding. There's never a favorite, of course. Of course, if anyone sees that. All right, well, let's do a little interview, and then I believe you have something to teach us about, because that's what we're all about on Kinda Smart. We're getting smarter every time. And first question, what's a skill that you have that no one would expect?
When I was younger, I knelt down once, and I knelt down on a nail, and it really messed up my knees. Now I can actually move my knees all over my leg.
What do you mean?
Well, the camera can't see
That's
it.
okay. You can move in
can-
a circle?
Well, my leg's not.
He's lying. He can't do it.
I'm trying to do it where everyone can see. It can do it.
It's not working today.
It's not working right now. But it's
I don't
a
believe
really
you.
weird skill to have, and no one
believes you.
No one believes me. But when I'm sitting on the ground and my knees are flat, it's creepy.
You can like wiggle it around?
I can wiggle it all around. It's really
Did
creepy.
the nail just go straight?
It went behind my kneecap.
Oh, man.
And when I stood up, it actually lifted the kneecap up.
Oh my gosh.
And it hurt so bad.
Oof. Did you get surgery?
I had to get a little bit of surgery, but thankfully it didn't really mess up anything.
Okay, well, shoot. Thankfully. Except for you got a little bit twisty kneecap sometimes, but what can you do?
And ruined a perfectly good rug.
Well.
But I'm healthy.
Well, yeah. I mean, rugs, you can buy another one. But kneecaps, a little harder to find these days. So, what? Next question, we're going to segue into a little bit of what is going on in your life right now. So you've had some recent events that were a little unexpected. Do you care to elaborate?
I definitely will. For over 10 years, I've been a stay-at-home dad for my 3 kids, 2 of them coming later into me being a stay-at-home dad. And more recently, my wife has asked for a divorce, which came out of the blue and shocked me. And being a stay-at-home dad, I've got no financial recourse to take care of us. So I'm having to scramble right now to find a job, find a place for us to live, and it's been incredibly stressful.
Yeah. Yeah. I can only imagine. So, I mean, you definitely have a lot going on right now, obviously, and it's only been a couple weeks, right?
It has.
Yeah, a couple weeks. So, I mean, you've been out there though. You've been working your butt off, getting interviews and doing what you need to do. So, I mean, you're actually handling it better than I would expect most people to handle it. I don't know what you do at home, but and
I try not to
you're
break down.
you're handling it pretty well from what others can see, so that's good. But what's something you wish, like now that you're going through it? I know you probably never thought you would have to go through this, but what's something you wish now more people understood about going through a divorce?
It's definitely hard. I think what people don't understand is there are no winners in a divorce. Neither side wins. You've got a family that's been broken up and destroyed,
Yeah, someone's
and there are
getting
pieces
hurt.
to be picked up on both sides.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've had my fair share of family legal stuff. And yeah, my attorney basically flat out told me neither party's gonna get what they want. Flat out. That never happens. So you're definitely, you make some concessions and compromises, but it's tough.
It is.
It's tough.
But you got to be strong.
Yeah, for the kids. I mean, shoot, they did not. It's just so hard for them anyways. So just being there for them, and I think that's kind of the next question is how do you be present for your kids while you're going through all this?
I have a mentality that most people would not agree with, but I sort of just fake it till I make it.
That's good. I like it. You have to.
I have to put a smile on my face and fake the smile until I make it on the other side, and I'm happy.
Yeah. And honestly, I think that's like, I don't think it's super unhealthy because when you fake it till you make it, you're kind of just manifesting. That's basically what that is. So you just keep telling yourself, I'm doing good. I got this. Everything's going to be fine. I'm awesome. So
You just have to remember that you are awesome. You will get out on the other side,
yeah,
and you will be happy.
yeah, yeah. Happier days are ahead for sure. I mean, obviously, if you're going through a divorce, obviously there were things that were tough or like big problems. So now that you're both moving on, you know, who knows what's in the future. Hopefully, you've learned some lessons from that marriage, and the next adventure is going to be even better, you know?
Exactly.
And it usually is, you know? People don't usually get divorced and then marry someone worse. I've never,
Yeah.
you know? Usually. Well, you never know. Your ex is a little
My ex may be an
out there,
exception.
but yeah, she may be the exception. Yeah, so what do you think the hardest part is? I think for me it would just be like, I mean, for me on the outside looking in, it's the kids, obviously, just watching them
It's
not
definitely the
know
kids.
and yeah.
It
And
is
it's hard for you to know what to say and how much you can say in front of them. You don't want to, you know, put any pressure on them or make them feel any type of way, but I mean, it's hard not to, honestly. So, it's all hard. It's all hard.
It's incredibly hard.
My legal stuff was that, I mean, I would say I've been through some shit in my life, and my family court stuff was the hardest, most painful time for me in all 28 years.
Going through anything in the legal field with kids is hard.
Yeah. Just, ugh, sucks because they're so innocent and they don't know what's going on. So, but yeah, I mean, you're doing good. You're doing real good. So Props to you.
Yep. Going through court, I give it a solid F. Do not recommend.
Yeah, 10 out of 10, do not recommend. 0 out of 10. Experience. So, what is the worst? What's the worst advice someone's given you so far?
Try to take her back.
Someone told you that?
Yes, I've had a few people say, try to win her back.
Oh,
Maybe she just doesn't feel loved enough and you need to love her more and she'll take you back.
oh my. Also, backstory, I'm not going to get too detailed, but like she left in like a really mean way, in a not good way. And then,
She left to live with her boyfriend.
okay.
There's no
Okay.
sugarcoating it.
Infidelity, affair, okay, whatever you want to call it, but rude, right?
And left me with the 3 kids.
Yeah. Yeah. And a new house, huh?
And a new house.
There you go.
That without a job I cannot afford.
So if you're hiring in Dallas, or no, not Dallas. He's moving way out there.
To the boonies.
What's the
Decatur.
nearest city? Decatur.
Decatur.
Oh my goodness! If you know anyone out there, we're looking though. We'll find something. What if? Okay, so if you had to describe this whole experience, your whole marriage, as a movie title, what movie would it be?
It would be War of the Roses.
Oh gosh.
A good movie, but it's about a husband and wife that have been together forever. The mom's a stay-at-home mom.
Oh yep.
The husband's an attorney. And they end up getting divorced and they fight over everything, dividing everything. And in the end, they end up dying together.
Oh my gosh.
Just fighting over their stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's not gonna happen, right?
That's not going to happen.
But right now, it's feeling like it. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy how you feel like you've known someone for so long and you think you know them so well, and then out of nowhere, it's just like 360, 180, whatever it is. Yeah. And then when they're over here picking things apart, like, I get this, you get that, I'm not doing this, blah, blah, blah. You're like, how? I knew you. Like, how are you acting like this? Who is that? Who is this person? So,
At some point, we were in love.
yeah. For how many years? 10?
We were married for 10 years. And together, even longer than that.
Yeah. That's so crazy. And 3 kids, huh? And the oldest is, when did you, because he's not your biological child, so when did you meet him?
Yeah, he's technically my stepson.
Yeah.
I met him when he was 5.
Oh, wow. Okay. So he knows you as dad. Yeah. That's tough, too.
And he was left behind too. Even though technically I have no say over anything on him, when she left him behind as well.
Yeah, that's insane. I can't even imagine. Just makes you wonder, like, how do people like this sleep at night, you know?
With her boyfriend.
With her boyfriend. Steven. Whatever his name is. It's not Steven. Yeah, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. What are you doing to cope? Anything? Or are you just like trying
to keep a smile on my face.
Yeah, just trying to fake it.
Enjoying the time that I have with my kids, because they're not going to be young forever.
Yeah. And they're super cute right now. Like, oh, I'm going to bleep it out. We don't need to know her name. Super cute right now. But your 6-year-old daughter is so cute, and my daughter's 6 also, and I feel like this is the last couple years of cuteness. Maybe the last. You know? Like,
And
I
then
think
she'll be a big girl.
yeah, I think like 7, 8 9. They're kind of like goobers, you know?
Yeah. Goobers mixed with tweens.
Yeah, like a goob tween. So yeah, this is like might be the last cute year, so I hope not. But and then they're not gonna like let us. You can't hold them like a baby, you know. So yeah, time flies. Sometimes I look at her baby pictures and I cry because she was so cute. And they say the little words when she said "mama" for the first time. Oh yeah, and you love your kids so much that it hurts.
It does. You don't want to see them in pain.
Yep, and when you do, it physically hurts you. So I don't know how a mother could just leave their children and, see them once a week for an hour and think that and feel okay, you know? I have trouble leaving my daughter for more than a night. I get sad and I have to call her. So I don't know. It's definitely tough. So you're doing good. I know we're faking it till we make it, but other than that, like, what's a good piece of advice for someone else who might be going through the same thing?
Accept help from friends.
Yeah.
They're going to come out of the woodwork. You'll probably not talk to them in years,
Yeah.
but accept help.
Yeah, that's
because
a good
this
one.
is a tough time to be in. And you can't handle it all on your own. It's just emotionally draining.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the best answer you could have come up with, because that's what if someone else is going through this, like, that's what you need to hear, because yeah, you can't do it alone, especially with kids. I mean, you just can't. And friends, you're right, people you haven't talked to in a while, family members, whatever. I mean, this is a huge thing in your life. So people definitely are going to feel for you. And I mean, all you can do is just take the help. And what does that do? I mean, unless it's your own pride keeping you back, like, people feel good when they help other people, you know?
Exactly.
So it's not a bad thing to take help from anyone. So, especially if it's like just offered, just take it, you know? So yeah, I mean, I guess if you could go back in time, what's something you would tell yourself? Like, before you met her, before you got to the altar? Because you had kids with her, so.
What wouldn't I have done? I would not have left my job.
There you go. Yeah.
That was probably the biggest mistake. And over the years, I had wanted to go back to work, but she didn't want me to go to work.
Yeah.
And I didn't go back to work because I thought that was my forever. She was going to be the one I was going to grow old with and die. So when I got blindsided with a divorce, I had nothing. I had no safety line, nothing financially to help me.
Yeah. Yeah. I think in my last one? My last episode with my mom, she was telling me, you know, like, women, but in this situation, obviously you were the stay-at-home dad, which is usually the woman's position, but someone who's dependent on someone else's income, you always, I mean, obviously you know this now. I'm not telling you. But my mom said this in the last episode. We think it's a Maya Angelou quote. Don't quote me on that. But you should always have first and last month's rent minimum in savings, like, that no one knows about. Yeah. So I learned that really late. I learned that personal, I had to go through it to learn it. So now we know. Now we know. What else we got? Oh, what's something you learned about yourself in this short couple of weeks?
That I'm a lot stronger than I ever gave myself credit for.
Yeah, I bet.
I think I was stuck in a the mundane rut of life.
Yeah.
I didn't think that I could do it when I first got served. But as these weeks have flown by, I'm so much stronger than I thought.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I can do this.
Yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can, and you've already put in the work. You didn't even take a beat to sit and wallow. You got your butt up and started getting out there looking for jobs and getting your attorney together. And I mean, so this is actually like the prime example of what you should do when this happens, when you get slapped in the face with divorce papers.
It's no piece of cake.
No.
It's going to hurt.
It's going to suck. It's probably going to be one of the worst points of your life. But the good thing is, at those worst points in your life, that's the time you're learning the most lessons, one. And two, how much worse can it get from there, you know? So all you can do is try to make it get better, and then eventually it's going to be better, you know? So just the positive mindset, you know?
Yep.
Even if we're calling it fake it till you make it, it's really just having a positive mindset and telling yourself, I'm fine. Like, I can do this. I am strong, you know? So I think that's awesome. And I think, I don't know. I mean, I've only known you for maybe like a year now, max. And yeah, it's the beginning of the school year. But I feel like just in the past few weeks since this has happened, yeah, I am, like, you can tell you are strong, and maybe stronger than you thought you were, because you have a little pep in your step, you know? I think you realize, like, wow, that's not my whole life. That wasn't my whole life. I can make it something different, you know?
It's just the next chapter of my life.
Yeah.
And I get to write it.
Yeah. So that's kind of fun.
I'm excited. Doesn't mean that I'm not still hurting on the inside.
Yeah, and it's scary, of course. You don't know exactly what's going to happen, but yeah, the mindset is amazing. How did you get that? Or is this natural? Are you watching some podcasts? Like, what's...
I read one of those chicken noodle soup for the soul books.
Oh, there you go. You're really sinking it in, though.
It just had like this inspirational stuff in it, and it wasn't even for adults. It was chicken noodle soup for teens.
Where did you get the book?
From Half Price Books.
You picked it.
I picked it out because it was on clearance.
Hey, just make it an easy read, you know?
Yeah, I just skimmed through it, and the quotes were like...
They just hit
really
home.
resonating with me, so I was like...
You're like, you know what? Home. They're right. They are right. That's crazy. That's so funny, actually. Is that the only book you got while you were there?
I got some books for the girls, but...
Okay, but you just wanted the chicken soup. That was the only
inspirational book for me.
Gotcha. Maybe I might have a book for you. Maybe not teen, but maybe like a couple steps up from like teen read, but it'll be fine. Yeah, it's crazy. I haven't been divorced, but I've been in a relationship that lasted, my daughter's father, we were together from age 16 to age 22. And we lived together that whole time, so 17, 21, 22, like 6 years of living together. And we had known each other since we were like 12. So knew the guy for over 10 years. And then I had my daughter at 22. But yeah, I left that one. But even being the one leaving, I obviously didn't leave on those same terms. It was for a really great reason. But yeah, it hurts. It hurts, and it is the worst. But I mean, I honestly couldn't be more grateful. You know, if I would have been with that same person, if I would have just kept living life the way it was, oh my goodness, I can't even, I would have been miserable. And I'm so happy now, and I'm so happy in my marriage and my family and just everything. It's crazy. So you never know.
Exactly.
Well, you do know. It's all going to work out. That's what you know. All right, so if you had one, I like to ask all my guests this. I forgot last time. But if you had one superpower, what would that be? If you could choose one. I don't know. You
I
probably.
wish I could fly.
Right? Flying would be good. Mine. Oh, shoot. I keep banging my microphone. Sorry. My choice would be either teleportation or talking to animals.
Those are two good ones.
How fun.
I could definitely do the teleportation. I just chose flying because fly over traffic.
Yeah. Teleport. But teleporting, I feel like, because flying, you kind of have to hide a little bit, you know? People see you fly, they're after you.
That's true.
But teleporting, no one would even know.
I like that one.
Teleportation. But yeah, also talking to animals. That would be amazing.
Being modern day Dr. Doolittle.
You don't have any pets? Do you not
We
like?
do not. We used to have cats.
Okay. Did you have pets growing up?
I had cats growing up.
Okay. So you're a cat person.
I am.
Okay.
I like dogs, but
Yeah.
I like cats because they're self-sufficient. A dog is like having another child.
It is. It really is.
I have too
Especially
many
if
of
they're
those.
bigger than 20 pounds, you know? So, yeah. I'm the same way with cats. Like, I'm a dog person, but I like cats. Like, I love them. I kind of want one, but I don't know if I could take care of it.
They take care of themselves.
They do, but it's like
But they're
my
litter
main
box.
reason. Like, I would probably have a cat right now if I had a place for the litter box. I just don't have a place to put it in my house. So, no cats for me. Yeah, teleporting. I think I gotta convince everyone that flying is not as good as teleporting.
Yeah. Well, once you explain that, I have to hide. That's true. I don't want to
Yeah.
be shot down
By the
flying into
government.
school.
Yeah, no. And I think it'd be safer, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe a little. But yeah, speaking of talking to animals, have you heard anything about like this whole you can't talk to dolphins stuff? You heard anything about that?
I have not.
So it's illegal to try and communicate with dolphins. Not illegal to communicate. It's illegal to even just try.
That's sad.
I wonder why. Why do you think? Why can't we try to communicate
Why
with them?
can't, it's like, I thought dolphins were supposed to be the ones that were saving humans
They're
lost at sea.
They do, and they are the second smartest species.
I mean,
I think they're scared. I
know
think
that.
the dolphins can talk to us.
I think they can too. I think dolphins can communicate back with us. And
They can. Yeah, my sister and I said we're taking a weekend trip to the beach. We're going to find a dolphin, get some answers.
because dolphins are great.
Yeah, because, have you heard anything about the aliens in the sea? Apparently.
I've heard some mumbling about aliens in the sea.
So, I don't know. Let's ask the dolphins, guys. They would be the ones to know, you know?
They would be.
So, we're going to find that out at some point. Keep an eye out for that. We'd like to talk about hot topics and news and stuff like that. So that was kind of it. Do you know anything about hot topics? I mean, you're going through a lot right now. I'm sure you're not really keeping up on all that stuff.
I wish I
You're
was
like,
keeping up with the news.
The news is too crazy.
News
I don't
is
know. We
crazy.
might just cancel the news segment because, oh my gosh, news is depressing.
It's incredibly depressing. It's every day it's something sad. Like we just had that high school student get injured.
I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So what about new rule on this podcast? News is canceled. Good news is accepted. So if you have any good news, You got multiple interviews coming up.
I
That's
have
really
multiple
good news.
interviews coming up.
Really good
I'm
news.
determined to make one of them stick.
Yeah, one's going to out of 4. I mean,
I know. It's like
you got it.
you just have to will it, and it'll happen.
Yeah, you just got to force yourself. Push through. Push through to the other side. But so we have topics that I think we covered all of them actually, because we talked about family, we talked about kids, news and hot topics, the dolphins and the aliens. Do you believe in aliens?
I do believe in aliens.
Do you think they're in the ocean?
I don't know if they're in the ocean.
I don't know either, but I do think they're real.
But,
They're discovering like planets out there. Did you hear about that?
well, they discovered planets. They've gotten some weird noise that bounce back from it.
So they think they're structures. That's crazy. Yeah, it was like some weird, was it noise or was it like thermal? I don't know. Some kind of detection energy machine.
Our universe is
I don't
too
know.
big for
I'm
us to
not
be
a
alone.
scientist, but yes, aliens are. They definitely got to be real, of some kind, you know. And maybe they're in the ocean. Maybe some of them. Maybe a couple.
They very well could be.
Or maybe it's just like fish people, mermaids, running around down there, running the ocean.
That's true.
And maybe that's what they call aliens.
Watched a whole documentary on mermaids.
I think they're real. Do you?
Well, the documentary scared the dickens out of me.
They're scary.
They're,
If you haven't
they
seen
don't
anything,
look like Ariel,
No.
according to this documentary.
if you haven't ever seen anything about like sirens, is what they're really called. Go watch a YouTube video. It's scary. They like sing in this creepy voice, or like
do.
scream like they need help, and then
It's
they're
like-
just trying to lure people in, and then they're scary.
Ugh. That's why it's like they're not like Ariel.
Maybe from far away, but up close, not good. Not a good place to be. But yeah, we covered hot topics and all of that stuff. So I think this is fun. I just thought of this the other day. I have a list here with, let me count. Oh, I should do it the other way. Wait. Yeah. 13 times 3 is 30, 39. Okay, whatever. I don't have a pen. So I'm just gonna tell you. So I have a list of words, okay? We're gonna split them in half. You're gonna stop at, or whoever goes first is gonna stop at word, okay? So neither of us are gonna say word. But we're gonna go down the list, read the word, and we're gonna say the first word that comes to our mind,
Okay.
okay? You wanna go first or you want me to go
I
first?
can go first.
Okay, you ready? Hold.
Holding hands.
Okay. Freedom.
Martin Luther King.
Wow. Men.
Not all of them are bad.
Dependence.
My kids.
Neighbor.
The video game Hello Neighbor.
Actually.
Actually, I'm not okay on the inside.
Minister.
Well, Sunday school.
You're good at this. I feel like I'm gonna be you're like you're like making sense right now. Mine's not gonna make sense probably. Okay. Every.
That's a good one. That's it.
You have to answer fast,
Every.
so skip. Beneath.
Beneath the sea.
Drive.
Driving my car.
March.
Marching band.
Tree.
Tree hugger.
Boat.
Boat slip.
What's a boat slip?
It's a slip you drive your boat into to park it.
Okay. Wow, I don't actually know if this is a word, but it must be. A rast?
Arrest. I don't know.
Okay, I don't
Skip that one.
skip. Is that a word? Someone let me know. ARRASSED. Like if it had an H, but no, it's like printed out. Whatever, Google. Junior.
Junior prom.
Mentioned.
I mentioned you in an article.
Information.
311.
Governor.
Governor Perry. Oof.
Stands.
The stands at a football field.
There you go. Okay, so your answers were like normal person answers. I don't know how you did that. You just have a normal brain, probably?
Okay, are you ready?
No, actually, I need to take a breather and a drink of water. I will let you know. I am probably the worst person at this game. My default word is pop. So if I say pop, I'm going to think of another word because sometimes I just say it right away. So, I'm
Did
scared.
they cut off some of these words?
Did it?
Because I would think that'd be properties
Yeah.
and providence.
Okay, probably. You can make up whatever words you want. This is just like,
Okay.
You know?
Are you ready?
Okay.
Get in the right headspace.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try to be as logical as possible, but we're going fast, okay? I'm ready.
Okay. Note.
Book.
Students.
Teacher.
Ordered.
Food.
Meaning.
Full.
Ceremony.
Wedding.
Hints.
Fourth.
Material.
Barbie.
Speak.
Easy.
Rights.
A novel.
Soft.
Hard.
Providence.
South Carolina.
Stare.
Master.
Lower.
Bench.
Terry.
Terry.
Tarry.
I don't know what that means.
We can skip that one.
Do you know what that means?
No.
Or is it Tari?
It could be Tari. Either way, I don't know what
Tari?
it is.
Ducks.
Leeward.
I don't know what that means.
I've heard
either.
that somewhere.
I've heard it, but I don't know what it means.
Egg.
Nut.
Properties.
Pie.
Here.
There.
Spite.
Me.
Very good.
There was a couple odd ones, but it's just sometimes I saw a bench, so bench was,
Mm-hmm.
But that was good, actually. I'm very proud of myself. When I do this with Logan, sometimes when we're in bed, like just talking before we fall asleep, we play that game just to be fun, and I'm so bad at it. Like, I can't think of anything, or if I do, it's just like the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard of. We're gonna have to pause again because I freaking forgot your materials because
My yarn.
you're gonna teach us our subject for the Kinda Smart episode. He does have a special skill, and I'm gonna go grab his stuff so he can show you a little bit maybe how to do it.
I can move my stinking kneecap too. But it's like my knee has to be perfectly straight.
All right. I bought a whole learn how to crochet kit and a bundle of yarn. And I still have not opened the kit yet. So the yarn is pretty fresh, ready to go.
Awesome. We're gonna learn how to make a broom.
A broom? I can't even,
broom.
where's the stick gonna be? You gotta get your own stick?
You will see. This is going to be something unique and special. Well, maybe not too unique.
Yeah.
Because I learned this as a kid.
Okay. Are you gonna make a whole broom right now?
I'm gonna make a whole broom with
Oh,
just
shoot.
this
Okay.
with just this one piece of string.
I'm having a hard time
First we're
conceptualizing.
gonna tie it into a circle. Whoops. Maybe I should double knot that. Explains why my kids have Velcro shoes.
Hey, I still get made fun of for the way I tie shoes. Okay.
We made it into a nice little circle. Put it in my thumbs. Put it in my pinkies.
Okay.
So it looks like that. Then I take my index finger, put it through.
Okay.
Oops. I skipped a step.
Okay. Take that
So we
out.
take our fingers, we spin it 2 times.
Okay.
So now it has
probably
a little braid. Put our finger through the top hole, pull it through. It looks crazy, and I did this wrong.
You should have
It's
practiced. Come
probably
on.
'cause I'm being so slow. Spin it, do it through here. Ta-da! In slow motion.
Oh my gosh. Don't even show them how to do it. That's your secret trick.
And then you can make yourself a little broom.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Did you know I could knock down the wall?
I did not know you could knock down the wall. She got me.
I should have betted money for that. No, my stepdad, obviously a dad taught me that one. So
That's my special trick.
that's a dad joke. Ha ha. I'm just kidding. No, but that's, if you need a party trick, how did you do it? Where'd you learn it?
When I was
Why?
a kid, I don't even know what it's called. It used to be where you used to just make all
Yeah. I've
kinds of
seen
different
people
things.
do that with their hands.
And you can make a spider, and
Yeah.
I got as far as making a broom.
Okay, well, you did it. You completed
But I
it.
used to,
And now it's like muscle memory.
now it's just muscle memory.
Oh, snap. Pull that one out of the bag.
I wish I knew how to make something more elaborate than a broom,
Hey, you know what?
but it could be a witch's
You
broom
have
too.
a talent. Oh, you are supposed to teach us, though, huh?
Are you ready?
You do have to teach us because you're kind of smart.
So we gotta put our hands through
I guess let me try. Go ahead. I'll figure it out. I'll
we
catch
do.
up.
Mirror it on this side.
Okay, he's going to wait for me anyways. Yeah, I'm already lost, so give me a second. Okay, got here.
So
We got the
there we go.
Hawaiian
There we go.
sign.
Take your index finger,
Okay.
go through, spin it 2 times.
Spin it 2 times.
Now we're going to take our other index finger and we're going to go through the hole and under the string on the other side.
Okay.
Did you go through the top of the hole?
No, I went through the bottom. Here, I'm here.
Yep. And then put this finger through this hole
Okay.
and then under here.
Okay. And then back through there or what?
And then once you've got it tight, yep, just like that. And then let this thumb and pinky go on the opposite hand.
So good.
It takes time.
Well, we got the preview, so I'm sure there's a YouTube video, but that's a good
I'm
party
sure
trick.
there are a
dude.
lot of
That's-
YouTube videos that
That
are doing more than a broom.
I really don't have any special talents. I can't sing, I can't dance, like anything that I could like pull out of the bag last second. Like if someone asked me to come on a podcast and was like, show us your special talent or like teach us something, I'd be like,
That was me. And then I was like, a broom. I can make a broom.
You know what mine would be actually? I can lick my elbow.
There's a talent.
Oh my God, actually my back's been hurting. But I've been able to do this since a child. I'm a little more flexible usually. But did I do it?
I definitely cannot do that.
Did it. Did you guys see it? I hope you did, because that really, it hurt a little, my back sore. But yeah, do you have any questions for me? Or I do have a segment on here that I tried to do called Ask Abby, but no one asked me questions, so screw them.
Yeah.
You guys don't want free therapy, apparently. I'm literally offering free counseling. Ask me anything. No, I'm just kidding. But I am going to make a Google like a Google anonymous page. Maybe that's what's holding you back. Who knows? But I'll make it an anonymous page. I'll let you know. And I'll make it today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. When I post this tomorrow, I'll have an anonymous Google page up. Okay? That you can ask me questions there. Okay? But yeah, do you have any questions?
I actually do not.
Yeah. No, who does? No
Put
one
right
wants
on
to
the
know
spot.
anything
I don't have
about
any
me.
questions.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and yeah, thanks for taking time to be on my silly little podcast and teach people about how to cope with this hard stuff and make a little broom.
Yep. So we can sweep away the drama.
Sweep away the evil energy. All right. Thank you, Brandon. We'll see you guys next Friday. And we're going to go figure out what our children are doing. All right? Okay. We'll see you guys later.
See you guys later.